Everybody, welcome back to the Brandy Yvonne channel. Of course, I'm your girl, Brandy Yvonne. Here on my channel, we do fun reviews, recaps, and discussions of all of our favorite shows. So again, it's Saturday night. We're talking love and marriage. This time it is Love and Marriage DC. This was a really great episode. So I'm really excited to do the review tonight. It's late here on the West Coast and I'm tired, but I'm going to stick it out and at least get this one done, okay? So let's get the housekeeping out of the way. If you're into this channel, please hit that thumbs up, please subscribe, please comment, and please definitely share. Okay, so with this review tonight for Love and Marriage DC, there was a lot of good moments, great discussion parts. I'm just gonna probably go by a couple instead of going in order. I might try to start off in order, but it's probably gonna get out of order because you know how we do over here, but we're gonna still hit the main parts. Okay, so let's just get started. Okay, so first of all, we left off at the lunch or the brunch or whatever they were at dinner with Winter, Tasha, Irina, and Ashley. Ashley, was apologizing to Winter. Winter was saying she don't like the attitude she's getting from Ashley. Ashley did say, she understands that Winter's going through this right now in real life, in real time, so she does feel bad and doesn't want to keep making Winter feel bad about it. And that was nice of Ashley to say, and that's real. Winter really is going through this divorce right now and in the moment of the show. So that's true. So anyway, Winter also let it be known that, she don't want to be associated as a scammer like Kevin is a scammer. She tired of talking about Kevin. She don't want to talk about Kevin no more in that divorce. She wants everybody to get to know her outside of that, okay? We're going to be the verdict or not. We're going to have the verdict if you a scammer or not, Winter. But so far, we don't see scammer ways. But, yeah, we still watching you, girl. So, anyway, somehow they switch gears. And, Tasha did a toast. And she said, we're all friends with Monique. She brought us together. So, we want to try to really put the effort to get to know each other outside of the drama and all that. I did like that they were authentic in the fact that they don't know each other. A lot of times on these reality shows, these ensemble casts, they throw a bunch of random girls together and make it like they've been friends for years and they really have not been, or they'll try to bring somebody on the show as a friend and it's really not their friend like that in real life. They're just bringing them on the show. So I'm glad that they were authentic with us in this, on the show to say, hey, we're not really friends and we're coming together in this platform to get to know each other, because they do have a common friend of Monique. Okay. So anyway, then somehow they got on topic of Irina and Ashley's marriages, and Ashley was saying that her and Quick have both did their thing, but at the end of the day they continue to have good communication and rock with each other, and that's what's going to sustain their marriage. And Irina said that her and Jamie have made it for so long, like don't think that their 26 years has been perfect, like she's done some things she shouldn't have done, and Jamie's done some things that he shouldn't have done. And they got on topic of looking through phones or looking at messages or something like that. And I believe it was Ashley and Irina both said that they feel like they don't, as long as they don't see the person cheating, then they're okay. Like as long as it's not brought to them or it's not, they don't see anything, they don't catch anything for themselves, then they're okay. If they don't know it, then that's fine. And I agree with that in the fact that, I'm not going to search through anybody's phone. I do not search through no man's phone. First of all, I can't see well enough to look through nobody's phone. I tried it, but I couldn't see well. And I'm like, why am I even doing this? I know I can't do this. Secondly, if I got to look through all your phone, that's a lot of work to me. And that means that we have some bigger issues if I feel like I need to even look through your phone. Couples who switch passwords and switch phones and all that, that's cute and nice, but to me you're opening a can of worms that you cannot come back from. Because first of all, like my grandma used to always say, if you go looking for something, you're going to find something, okay? So anytime you go looking for something, you are going to find something. 99.9 times out of 10 or out of 100 I can do math, you're going to find something. Secondly, if you find something and your significant other's phone, you got a decision to make. You have to react to it or choose not to react to it, okay? Then if you decide to react to it, you got to figure out how are you going to react to it. Are you going to let them know that you found this information? If you don't react to it, are you going to just settle with that in your mind all the time? You know what I mean? It's just too many things. So that's why my rule is don't go through each other's phone. It's not worth it. If there's something going on in the dark, it's going to come to the light anyway, okay? So you don't need to spend time going through nobody's phone and all that. So anyway, moving on, then I think we see, I'm going to stick to Ashley right now. Ashley goes to talk to Sean's manager and business partner. Ashley goes to talk to Quick's manager and business partner, and his name is Sean. Sorry. And so then she just wanted to go over the schedule because, Quick has a tendency to work himself into the hospital. He just overworks himself. He's gotten a couple car accidents because he's working so hard, staying out late, falling asleep at the wheel, working himself to exhaustion. So he's gotten a couple car crashes. Ashley said it seems to happen every 2 or 3 years. So, and DJ Quick wants to just work so hard and provide for his family, which is understandable. And he thinks that, he's younger. He can do 15 events a week. Sean and Ashley are saying really he can't do that anymore, and he got to really get his mind around that. And so Sean is like, I'm kind of the one to blame because I kind of, really pushed him and kind of told him he can do more, but now he's like overdoing it. He's like a workaholic. So then DJ Quick came in and he was not expecting Ashley to be there. It didn't seem like he was. And so then they were addressing it with him, and Ashley's like, how do I know this is not going to happen again where you get another car accident and all this stuff? And so then DJ Quick said in his confessional that he did feel ambushed. He didn't know, this conversation was going to be happening. And so they're trying to figure out how he can scale it back. And so something about Ashley said on the 14th, she said he going to be doing her. But then Sean said he does have something booked on 14th. And then they have the CIAA stuff coming up. And so they want to get a hotel for that because where they live is like an hour away, and all that driving with so many people in town for the CIAA events, it's better to get a hotel. And Ashley is really, getting on DJ Quick saying, where's the time on the schedule for me and the kids? And he said, he's working on it. He's trying to make the time. He wants to do better in that area. He promises it's not going to be another car accident. Ashley's like, how do you know that? And so we'll see. He said he wants to grind out this year and then work hard this year, play harder next year. And they said if that doesn't happen, hold him to it. We shall see. I hope that DJ Quick does step back and try to figure out how he can scale it back and still, keep up with whatever lifestyle he's trying to maintain for his family. Maybe he can work from home, so then he's not on the road so much. I don't know what the solution is going to be for DJ Quick, but he does need to figure out how to remove some things from his schedule because, like Ashley said, they want to enjoy. It's nice, to enjoy all that stuff, but they want to be able to enjoy him as well. And if he's working himself into exhaustion, did I say the word right? If he's working himself into exhaustion, I can't even say it now. He's working himself so he's so tired to the point where he's falling asleep at the wheel. And he's hospitalized, he's badly injured, or God forbid if he passed away, like that's even worse. That's not worth him doing that. It's not worth him working himself that hard. It's just not worth it, DJ Quick. So hopefully he does get that together, right? So then, and Ashley was also fussing at him about not having date nights, okay? But I think that was later on in the episode. So let's go on to Irena. So Irena did meet up with Winter, and she said she wants to get to know Winter outside of, the Kevin stuff and more an intimate setting without the group and all that. And Winter's looking forward to meeting Irena outside of the craziness. And so Winter came, her boobies out and all that. And she said she was copying Irena. Okay, girl. So then Irena immediately brings up the thing with Ashley, and she's like, do you feel like you and Ashley really resolved anything? Winter said in her confessional she didn't really like that. She brought up Ashley, and she's trying to just get to know her, just for her. She feels like Irena's playing both sides. I think Irena is trying to play both sides and remain neutral. And, she doesn't have any loyalty to either one, really. Like they said, they don't know each other that well. So anyway, Irena also said that she feels like Ashley is just direct. She don't feel like she was aggressive. She feels like she's just direct and she speaks her mind, and that's what it is. She's gonna give it to you straight, no chaser. So anyway, Raina's like, I know you talk about Kevin and all that, and so then Winter was like, yeah, she's tired of that. And so Winter was like, I'm 40 years old. And like, I'm sure I'll find love again. I'll be fine. And Irina's like, oh, wow, you're 40. And so she's like, yeah, girl. And then she's like, no, I have a shocker. So Winter says she has a shocker for Irina. And Winter says, I've been practicing abstinence. I don't know why I can't talk tonight, y'all. And so Irina's like, oh, really? What made you decide to do that? And Winter says because of her, it was a choice with her faith, a personal choice that she decided to make. My thing is this, Winter, didn't you just break up with Kevin like 2, 3, 4 months ago? Like, how long ago did you get this divorce popping, girl? Because if you're in the middle of no, she's in the middle of the divorce now. She just served in the papers. So it hasn't been that long. So, girl, you ain't been abstinent because you decided to practice it all of a sudden. It's because you just got out of your marriage. Like, girl, like, I'm not trying to, discount her faith walk or say she's not practicing abstinence, but I'm just saying, like, girl, you just got out of this marriage with Kevin, so you making it like it's been all this time, and it has not. Like you said, you're going through this situation in real time right now. So how long ago did you put Kevin back into the basement with his mama? Like, girl, bye. So anyway, Irina was Winter was asking Irina about the whole cheating thing with Jamie, and she said she never physically caught Jamie. She never had a girl, or she could say, oh, I know it was her, or any kind of thing like that happening. She said he just never admitted to any cheating. And she also said that she's cheated on him, not sexually, no sexting or anything like that, but she would just DM with guys, like, good morning, and they'd be like, hey, beautiful, and all that kind of stuff. So she was just looking she would get lonely because Jamie wouldn't be there, especially when he was in that party life. And then he wouldn't answer his phone, and then he would say he fell asleep at the wheel. It's like 1 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then, or he would say he was drunk and all this stuff. So because of what he was doing, that's why she started entertaining men on social media or whatever, and to try to fill a void. And I totally get that. I've been there before. When you're not giving the attention you want from your significant other, you go online or wherever to find it elsewhere. That's something I try not to do anymore, but I did used to do that. And so I totally get that. Which is not good, because instead of doing that, I need to, you need to confront your partner and figure out why you're not getting that attention. But she probably tried that. She probably gave up. Okay. So it is what it is, right? So anyway, Irina was also saying that, Jamie's sex drive is much higher than hers. Hers is lower. She feels like she wants more romance from him. And so she feels like if he did cheat, it would be her fault because she hasn't been having sex with him and all these other things have happened. And so Winter's like, no, I don't want to hear you say that. Like, it is never your fault if somebody cheats on you. Like, you can't, no one can smash somebody's private parts together. Like, to cheat is a choice, and it will never be your fault if he cheats on you. And I totally agree with Winter. Now, that's true, Granny. You need to get your man some, girl, quit playing. However, if he decided to cheat, that is not your fault. At the end of the day, he made that decision, because before he cheated, he could have got a divorce. Before he cheated, he could have went to counseling with you. Before he cheated, he could have took the sex counseling thing more seriously and really tried to work on the situation. So no, it would never be your fault, Irina, if Jamie was to cheat on you. And I hate that she even feels that way. But she seems like such a strong, confident, beautiful lady. So I hate to see her even feel that way. But, just because we can be strong and confident and beautiful doesn't mean we have like our weaknesses and our vulnerable sides, right? So anyway, moving on for them. So let's just stick with Irina right now. She's at home with Jayson and talking to Jayson about they call it the Doors program. She says a program with Department of Rehabilitation, which I am very, very, very familiar with Department of Rehabilitation. I had to go through them with services myself because of my visual impairment. So I really, really, really like this episode because I could really relate to the family and the whole Jayson situation and what he wants to do and him improving his social life and his life skills and all that. Now, I'm not totally blind like Jayson, so I do recognize that I have a lot more maybe freedom and advantages and things like that because I can see still. I just can't see, that far. I have to look up things really, really close. But I get some of the things he went through, what he's talking about, and I really resonated with him. So anyway, Irena was saying that she had to submit more paperwork for the program, and Jayson was like, oh man, he's tired of waiting. So basically he's trying to it's this program where it's like a school where they teach them independent living skills and how to get jobs and things like that, which is, really, really great, especially for people with disabilities. I also noticed that Jayson does not use a blind stick. I never see him with a blind stick on camera. I would be curious to know if he uses one or has he ever used a CNI dog or anything like that. I know they wanted me to use a blind stick even though I can see, and I was like, not with that at all. And so if he doesn't, I totally get it because it puts a stigma on you. And so that makes sense. And so he said he wants, he's ready to get out the house. He's ready to fly his wings. He's ready to do his own thing, ready to gain his independence. So he's definitely ready to get in that program. He's also letting Irena know that he does not want to be a DJ. He wants to do something with computers and just focus on school. And his dad, Jamie, wants him to do that. And he wants Irena to tell Jamie, that he doesn't want to do the DJ school. And so Irena's like, how about this? We have a family dinner. We have Brittany and little Jamie over for more support. And we'll have a family dinner. And then you could tell Jamie there, how you're feeling about your life goals and the DJ and all that. And so, okay, Jayson agreed. Irena tells us in the confessional, and she did break down crying, letting us know that, it's hard to have a kid with a disability. They had to go through a lot when he was born and all that. And she said that he's able to do a lot for himself. However, she still has to do things for him. Like, of course, he's able to take care of his own hygiene needs and things like that. But there's still a lot that she has to do for him to help take care of him as well. He cannot cook on his own. Other things she has to do for him. And she says she's still caring for him now. So I totally get that. Especially when you have a kid with a disability. And even though they can be, past 18, you still, may have to tend to them. Again, that's where it's different for me. I'm very, very independent because I do have a level of eyesight and I'm able to get by with that. So thank God for that. So I can just imagine what Jayson's going through. And my hats are always off and amazed by people who are totally blind because I recognize that their struggle is more than mine. And so how they survive and make it just always inspires me. I'm like, okay, if they can do it and they can't see at all, and I know I can see it with some vision I have, okay? So anyway, but also I'm not able to drive and go. I can go places on my own, but I'm not able to drive. And so anyway, before Irena came in there, Irena's mom came with her phone, and she was trying to pair her phone to a Bluetooth, so she asked Jayson to help her. And I was cracking up because my family does the same thing to me. Everyone in my family my grandma would always give me her Apple phone to fix. Everyone would always give me their Apple products, computers, whatever to fix. Because they were like, oh, you're like the Apple person, you're like the tech person. And I'm like, I'm no better than the people that work in the store, but they swore I was. And so it just resonated with me because even though I'm the one who can't see in my family, they all come to me with the tech issues. So I get that, Jayson. I really get that. So anyway, then we let's just go and get to the family dinner while we're on the topic, because I thought this was such a good scene. Powerful moment, great scene. So we get to the dinner. Irena says she can't cook. She ordered doing a whole crab boil. I'm like, girl, that's ambitious for somebody who can't cook. So anyway, she called her mama down to help her figure out how to cut them onions. She was trying to spray something in the food that didn't look like it belonged. Anyway, she has an older daughter named Brittany from a previous relationship with her high school sweetheart. Didn't work out. Jamie came to the picture. He practically raised Brittany as his own child. And so she came to the dinner as well. Little Jamie came. He didn't have to work. I hope, looks like little Jamie's doing better for himself, but we'll see in future episodes, right? So then, everybody sat down at the dinner, and you ready to say, we don't get to spend this time like this. And so she asked Jayson, what is he up to? What's he, how's his life? What's he going through? So I guess to kind of get him to speak up about the situation. And so he said he's trying to get into the Doors program. He's trying to get into school and focus on the independent living and all that. And so, then somehow the way the DJ thing comes up, and I think Irena kind of set it up for Jayson to say it. So anyway, Jayson said, yeah, he doesn't want to go to the DJ school. He wants to focus more on his independent living, get into the Doors program. So Jamie was like, okay, but what you gonna do in the meantime? Like, that's gonna take time for you to do. Like, I'm just saying, do the DJ school now so you can get out that room and, improve your social life. Like, what are you going to be doing? And so Jayson said, he want to talk to girls, and he want to hang out with girls and all that. He had that smile. I was cracking up. And so then little Jamie, chimed in as well and said, you want to get the ladies right now. You broke, right? And Jayson was like, yeah, I'm pretty broke right now. And he was like, yeah, well, the DJs, they be getting money. They get all the girls. You want to be with the ladies. Like, they get all the ladies. And so, DJing would be good for you. So Jamie was little Jamie was actually encouraging Jayson to go ahead and do the DJ thing. And then Big Jamie was kind of encouraging the same way. And Brittany was like, well, what is it that you want to do, Jayson? And so Jayson said he wants to work on, he wants to go to school. He wants to work on computers. He would love to get a job for Apple. So Jamie is really shocked. Big Jamie is really shocked because he didn't know his son felt that way. He was totally blindsided. He said when they even showed a little picture with Jayson doing music back in the day, he's like, when he was little, he was really, really into music. So I thought, that would be good for him to be a DJ. I think now that I'm kind of talking about it out loud and replaying the episode in my mind, I think what happened with Big Jamie is because, and this is no fault to him, this is just something that I think kind of naturally ends up happening, right? Because, sometimes, especially with our kids that have disabilities, just because he saw Jayson was really, really good with music and really into that, in his mind, he thought, okay, that would be easy, something he can get into. I'm not going to worry about him if he gets into this. So then he's seen Quick has the DJ school. So he's like, okay, I can get him into that. Quick will be there to kind of look after him. I think in his mind, that was like the safety way of getting Jayson his goals and career taken care of. However, Jamie, you cannot decide that. That has to be Jayson's decision on what he wants to do. And just because he was good and into music when he was little doesn't mean he wants to do it now. My family never really was like that. They were more scary for me to go too far or go places because I did always want to go. But they never really tried to choose a career for me. They wanted me to become a doctor when I said I wanted to, but that didn't work out. Thank God it didn't, right? So other than that, they never tried to kind of hone in for me to be in one area because they saw I liked it. I never went through that experience. This whole discussion, like I said, at the table was really interesting. So then Jamie was saying, well, all I'm saying is that's, it's going to take time for you to get into school. Right now, you could just check the DJ school out, see if you like it. And if you don't like it, that's okay. But he said, what are you going to do to get out the room right now? And so Jayson was like, he's like, he doesn't want to do it. He just wants to focus on school. And so Jamie just got to respect that. Like, I get what he's saying. Maybe it'd be worth it for Jayson to go to the school a couple days just to see how it is and get out the house. But I get it. If he doesn't want to do it, there's nothing wrong with that. And so Brittany chimed in and she said, now that we're having this discussion, we're being honest. Like, I haven't found my niche yet in what I want to do. And I feel like I've did everything I was supposed to do to please you guys, but I haven't found what I want to do because I felt pressure to do what I was supposed to do. And she said she admires Jayson stepping up for himself and saying he doesn't want to do something. And so I admire Jayson for doing that as well. Like I said, I really resonated with him with the visual impairment thing. And so also another good point he made earlier in the episode was about in his confessional at some point in the episode, he said that, everyone in the family is doing different business things and doing all these things, and he wants to be able to do it too, and he can do it as well. Just because he has a disability doesn't mean he can't do it, and that's very much true. And I wonder how much does he feel like the family maybe overlooks his capabilities, or kind of, I wonder, did they baby him a tad bit too much? I notice they always grab him or touch his hand, or do give him some kind of affection when they talk to him. I noticed that too. I'm assuming he's the youngest as well. So I wonder if they just kind of babied him a little bit. And now he's just kind of ready for that independence. So I get it. And it's hard when you have a kid that's totally blind or any disability. It's really, really hard to find a line of making sure their needs are met without coddling them too much or babying them too much. It's really hard. Especially certain disabilities, it's really, really hard, and how severe their disabilities are, right? And health things. It can be really hard to kind of balance out how much you give them independence and treat them as normal, but at the same time, how much you do for them too. So I get it, and hats off to Irena and Jamie Tyler for even letting us meet Jayson and showing us what they go through with Jayson, letting Jayson share with us everything he goes through. So like I said, it was a really powerful scene for me, and I really enjoyed it. So anyway, sorry y'all, I know I went off on a tangent and was talking about myself, but like I said, I really related to it. So anyway, and I hope Jayson can see this video one day so I can say shout out to Jayson. You're going to get that Apple job. You go get your independent living skills. I understand how it feels sometimes to feel isolated with a visual impairment. I went through that feeling in college because when I was in undergrad, we didn't have Uber and Lyft. So sometimes I wouldn't always get invited to things. I would just be in my dorm by myself doing my own thing. So I totally get that. It's risk bringing tears to my eyes to even think about it. So I understand how he feels of wanting that more social aspect as well. Like I said, I haven't went through everything Jayson has went through because I'm not totally blind, but I get some of the things he has went through. So anyway, let me move on for that because I can talk about that all day, y'all. So let's see. Then we had, let's go to Chris and Monique real quick. And then we're going to end with them because they was the last scene. So anyway, they showed us some clips and pictures from Africa. Loved it. I wanted to see that. I didn't know how much of Africa we would get because I know production probably did not go with them because that's on a whole nother budget for a whole nother network. Okay. And they only the first season, 4th episode, so they ain't got it. So anyway, it was cool. It felt like we could reach out and touch the zebras. I love everything they showed us in Africa. I'm sure that was from Monique's camera phone. So anyway, on her social medias. So then we see, so remember Winter says she's going to hook Irena up with the sex therapist or sex counselor or whatever. And Irena was all for it. So Winter made the referral. And so then we see DJ Quick and Ashley going on a double date with Jamie and Irena. They went to some place called, is it called Spins or Hits or Pins or something? Anyway, looked like they had a ping pong table. Looked like an adult recreation center with alcohol and stuff. That's what it looked like. I would go. Irena says she's not down for the sports and the ping pongs and none of that. She just want to sit up, look cute, have a kiki and a drink. Okay, and I'm with you, Irena. But sometimes I like a little, movement too, girl. So anyway, they were all talking. Jamie lets, Quick know that Jayson does not want to do the DJ school, and Irena's like, yeah, he's not really interested. He just wants to focus on his schooling, his independent living. And Jayson was like, that's fine. If he doesn't want to do it, that's okay. And Jamie was explaining, like, he should just try. He should do this. And Jayson was like, at the end of the day, with the kids, you cannot force them. If they don't want to do something just like us, if I'm doing what makes me happy, I want to do it. If I'm doing something that does not make me happy, I'm not going to want to do it. So you cannot force him. You could tell Jamie was kind of irritated by the whole Jayson thing, because even at the end of the scene, he was like, "Oh, well, don't ask me. I don't know," because I feel like Jamie thinks he has all the answers sometimes, and he don't. But it's okay, Jamie. He just wants the best for his kids, and that's fine. So anyway, at least he's present as a father. Okay, so I can't knock him too hard because he's present as a father, so that's what matters. So anyway, they have their little double date, and they bring up Winter and Kevin the scammer and all that, and Irina lets them know that she, suggested a sex counselor for her, and so she's just talking about her and Jamie's sex life and how Jamie doesn't do no foreplay. He don't have the passion there. He just be like turn over or bend over, and so Irina's not here for all that. And so then they was like, DJ Quick was like, a sex counselor? Y'all sex like that bad? I was like, dang, Quick, he hecka shouted it though. He's like, y'all sex like that bad? And so then he was like, when the last time y'all had sex? And I don't even know what they said, but he was like, oh, no. They him and Ashley was going off. The confessionals, they was going off. They was like, you need to give them, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that, and do this, and do that. So they were really going off. Quick and Ashley are a fool. They were so funny. So anyway, then they were just talking about different things they went through in their marriage. Jamie was not happy with that. He doesn't like Irina talking about too many things outside of the home. And so he was really kind of irritated with that in the confessional. Just like, Jamie, y'all are on TV. Y'all signed up for this, so you can't be too mad, brother. So anyway, they talk about how they're going to talk to the sex counselor and all that. So then I believe the final scene ended with Chris and Monique, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I didn't miss nothing, y'all. But anyway, they back from Africa. It looks like they're unpacking the souvenirs and all that good stuff. They said they got to get a lot of stuff shipped from over there. And I'm like, dang, what y'all buy over there? So anyway, Monique said that she didn't feel like they got a chance to really focus on what they were feeling and going through. And well, first they're talking about how fun Africa was. They want to go back. It feels like home. Great. So for me, I'm like, okay, how was Africa? Let's be, because I know everybody feels like they feel enlightened when they come back from Africa. They feel renewed. They feel changed. Feels like home. So I want to hear the Monique and Chris, especially with the little ones, experience on Africa. I'm high on Africa. I'm ready to get into Africa. For me, Monique totally killed the moment and the vibe. She was like asking Chris about, the trip went by so fast. So, I'm feeling like, we didn't really get to sit into what we were feeling about it. So she was asking him, and he was like, I forgot what answer he gave. Basically, he hadn't really thought about it yet. And she's like, see, I'm trying to get you to go deep, but you don't want to go deep, and you don't want to be talking about this, and I'm trying to get you to express yourself, and I feel like we're supposed to be on this spiritual journey, and we're trying to grow, and we didn't get to do that, and all this stuff. And I'm like, dang, girl, like, relax. Like, I am sick of these Chris and Monique scenes where Monique is always nitpicking Chris. Like, I honestly forgot they were on the show until they popped back up at the end of the episode. Okay. I just want to have some more positivity come from them. I seen they did a live, I think on the fans panel or something about her disrespecting Chris. I might try to watch that and see what is going on with that. Because, it's just, probably she's seeing how she's coming off on social media too. So hopefully they get their life and their marriage together, because it's getting really sad at this point and annoying. Like, it's uncomfortable. I think we all feel bad for Chris, kind of, really. Like, I get what she's saying she wants from Chris, but it just feels like it's just they're just beating a dead horse at this point. So anyway, she was going off on him about him not being, emotionally available, not connecting, not going deep, giving one word answers. And so then she was like, no, that's okay. And so she kind of shut down. And so, he also said it feels like she has a wall up. And he says when he does try to eventually go deep, then she has a wall up, so she's not seeing how he's, trying to make the change. And they just need to get it together, y'all. Okay? I'm about sick of them. And so, they're not really giving us entertainment. They're giving us cringe and just like uncomfortability at this point. Versus I feel like the other couples are giving us, knowledge and entertainment, and we're connecting with them. And also, we already knew Chris and Monique from Potomac, so that could be another thing. And we kind of already knew what was up with them. So I just hope they change their image on the show and begin to mesh into what everybody else's vibe is. Not saying they got to be just like everybody else, but just like, girl, quit picking that man. So anyway. And Chris go deeper. So anyway, Chris changed subject and asked about Monique's mom, like, I guess the move she's supposed to be making. Maybe she's moving in with them, or I don't know what's going on with that. Did her parents just get a divorce? Because I'm thinking if that's the case, that might be part of Monique's issue, might be the deeper issues, the fact that her parents recently got divorced. Because I know she said they got divorced after 20-something years. So I'm thinking they must have recently got divorced, and that might be part of Monique's issue. And I think she needs to work on healing that. And that's probably going to help heal her marriage. But I mean, I'm no therapist, but I think that's what's going on here. Because I know she's worried about that, and she mentioned that in the first or second episode. So anyway, she didn't answer Chris. She pretty much shut down. Chris is like, basically, he broke the fourth wall. He's like, well, it's a wrap. I mean, she don't want to talk. We ain't got to talk. We ain't got to do this. And so then production over there looking like, what we going to do with this scene? He wanted to call Carlos King. Like, what we going to do? So then the girl went to go talk to Monique, and the guy was talking to Chris, and that's pretty much where it ended. We're going to pick up there next week, as we see, and they both trying to talk to them and help them get their marriage together. I'm like, Lord, y'all, Monique and Chris, y'all draining at this point for me. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode. I know I talked a long time, especially about the Tylers and Jayson, but it was definitely something to highlight for sure. Let me know what y'all thought of the episode. Let me know what y'all thought of the review. Let me know if you have your own stories about your own disabilities or people in your family with disabilities that you can kind of resonate with as well. Or maybe if you're going through similar situations as Monique and Chris, or you've been there, comment below. I would love to hear all of y'all's stories. I'm going to do P-Valley tomorrow because it is late, y'all, on the West Coast. So I know it's even later on the East Coast. Anyway, y'all have a great night. I will talk to y'all again soon. Bye.